Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm so glad you're here. Listen, today we're talking about key strategies to increase revenue for your online travel business. So if you want to learn key strategies to increase revenue for your online travel business, some little things that big companies do to increase their bottom line that you can do too, and must do things if you're really serious about growth. We are in spring. I know it's past Easter, but I just love this Easter set. We're going to do it for one more week. And we're going to talk about how to grow. So keep on watching.
Come take my hand, I will walk with you. I won't let go till you say so. There isn't anything I wouldn't do. Wanna make sure that you understand. You're the one who gives my life color.
All right, guys, if you haven't already, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. I have amazing content prepared for you every single week to help you continue to grow your travel businesses. And I'm so glad that you're tuning in today for this great topic. By the way, if you're new here, don't forget to type in I'm new. I would love to meet you down below in the comments and just welcome you to our community. And if you're new, you probably don't know me. My name is Cyndi Williams. I started in the travel industry over 25 years ago. I own and operate my own award-winning, nationally recognized travel agency, and I'm the CEO of Careers on Vacation, which helps people launch, grow, and supersize their travel businesses. So today we are diving into key strategies to increase revenue in your online travel business. Listen, this is not your mama's travel industry, right? I know, because I am the mama, and I was in the travel industry when I was 19 years old, and fast forward 27-ish years more later, right? This is not the same environment that we had back in the 80s and in the 90s. It's gone. Brick and mortars are dead. If you are not relevant online, you are likely fighting a slow death. So today we're going to talk about how to avoid that fate, how you really get relevant in that online space, and things that you need to do to operate like the big guys, but on a little guy budget and things like that. So we're going to dive in there. And by the way, if you guys are really struggling with how to get your business relevant online, I would love to know what you're struggling with most so we can build more topics about that, right? So drop me a little comment and share that below. And if you're brand new, this is really, I know this is a high level one. A lot of experienced agents are probably watching this, but if you're thinking about getting into the travel industry, I really encourage you to go check out our masterclass. It's a totally free resource. You can go to careersonvacation.com/masterclass, and you can pick up my masterclass there. It's the 5 shifts to a 6-figure travel business and beyond. For those of you who are in that consideration phase, it will really teach you all about the industry, the different ways to get in, and things to think about to see if it's really for you and it's going to be a fit long term. So back to today's topic, let's talk about things you can do. The first thing that you can do to get more relevant in the online space and build more revenue online is you have to up level. You know what I'm going to say. If you've been watching these videos, you might already know. Marketing. For those in the back, marketing. You guys got to do more marketing. You have to do the right marketing, right? So stop giving yourself a hard time for not getting results in your business if you don't have real marketing in place. That's why you're struggling 9 times out of 10 is because you're isolated, you're home, you don't know what to do. I get it. You're not a marketer. I wasn't a marketer either until I was, right? Now I love marketing almost as much as I love travel because I can push buttons and move levers and target different things and do a sales funnel and do this, and I can make magic happen, and I can make money appear and poof in my business by way of marketing. So I want you to just let that resonate in your soul. Just like you are an awesome agent or you're running an awesome agency, marketing has to be something that is a core function in your business. So let's talk about some different types of marketing to give you guys an idea of what I'm talking about. So there's online marketing and then there's offline marketing. Online marketing are going to be things like social media, Google, SEO, video strategy, testing, all the new platforms that come out, right? The TikToks, the Snapchats, Twitter's been around for a while. That's not really new. Pinterest, LinkedIn. What do I do with all these things? So those are online components of marketing. Some of them work great. Some of them don't work great, but you need to have an online marketing presence. I also want to say, because people get freaked out like, Cyndi, I don't have time to do all that stuff. I'm not asking you to do all that stuff. It's better actually that you pick 2 or 3 at the most platforms and you do them really, really well than try to do all of them and they're all like half done, right? So don't feel like you have to do everything. And of course, this stuff can be learned. What I want you to resonate with you today is that you do need to be doing something, right? You need to have a mix online. And then there's offline marketing. These are things like email, in-person, shows and events, cross-sells and upsells. There's offline things that you can do as well. So good marketing, I want to say, is going to have a multifaceted approach. You're going to do some online, you're going to do some offline, and the perfect marketing mix is not the same mix for everyone because it will depend on your market, the type of clients you're trying to target, the type of things that you sell. So putting together that mix, you're going to have to be patient with yourself, especially if you are trying to do it all on your own with no help, no guidance. I did that for years and years until I broke down and got professional help. Not the kind of professional help you're thinking. I probably needed that too when I got to the end of my rope. But point being is, once I started hiring professionals to get my business built to that next level, and I learned how to do these things in a better way for the markets that I sell in, it was like magic. And that's why I've become obsessed with marketing as a travel entrepreneur. So, but what I want to say is, you can't just do one type of marketing. You want it to be multifaceted and you want it to be a mix. Also, you're going to want to test your marketing over time. So think about that in terms of this first piece. Number 1 is up-level your marketing. That's number 1. Number 2, you want to make sure your agency is versatile as you grow. So what do I mean by this? Once your marketing is like firing on all cylinders, you have leads coming in, you're selling vacations, you have more clients, you have that lead flow, then what are you going to do with those leads, right? There's so many different ways you can dissect that, but there's some things that you can do that can build you more revenue faster. First one is have more stuff to sell. If you are just a Disney agency or you're just a cruise agency, do you have the ability to share more vacations or to book more vacations for those clients? So think about that in terms of making more. The hardest part is establishing a relationship with a client, them trusting you, booking vacations for years to come. Of course, you want to do all of those things, but they might be coming to you right now for that cruise every single year. But what if they also came to you for an all-inclusive? And what if they also came to you for a multi-gen Disney trip? What if they also came to you because their corporation wants to do a 300-person retreat? Right? There's so many ways. So you want to just remember that you're talking to your clients and presenting yourself with a more versatile catalog as you grow. I'm not saying you have to do it from day one. Sometimes that's too overwhelming. But this is a next level video, right? We're talking about how to get more revenue in that online space as you grow and build. The other thing that you should do from a versatility perspective is always have groups going on that you can fill. If you guys aren't doing group travel, that you should be, because once you set up a group, you get it established, then it's like rinse and repeat, and you're selling people into those groups, whether you're working with a family or you're setting up the group and letting your different agencies sell into it, or you personally are filling that group. Groups are a lot of work at the beginning, but then you're adding, and it's a very simple formula as you move forward. So think about testing your first group if you haven't done that already, or expanding on group travel. That's a lot of money that can really bring in big boosts of income to your agency on a regular basis. The other thing you want to think about from those groups is cross-selling to group travelers for future travel. Let's say you do a wedding that has 50 rooms booked, so around a 100-person wedding. Every one of those 50 rooms is a potential sale in the future, right? So what are you doing with that data as you collect names, emails, information, preferences, working with a group? What is a way that you can cross-sell? So now for those 50, even if you only pulled 20%, what if 20% of that group of 100 become really great clients and you're going to book one vacation for everyone next year? That's 20 more vacations next year, or 2 for next year, 40 more vacations. See how that can multiply really fast? So being really smart about every opportunity that you have in your business and cross-selling, upselling, make sure you're doing that too. The other thing to think about is really use creative marketing to PR your events. So as you have groups to sell, or you're doing an event, or you're doing working with a tour company, or working with a winery, or working with a travel supplier on something, what are the ways that you're PRing those events out in the world? So again, that kind of brushes on marketing, but wanted to throw that in the mix in terms of versatility, because a lot of people don't think about that. Think of everything like it's a campaign. If you have something to sell, you can build a campaign around it and you'll sell more of it. Okay. Number 3, you really want to start developing your company's brand and voice. This is something that's really hard when you're new. So if you're like in your first few months of trying to be a travel agent, this might not resonate with you yet. But for those of you who've been doing this for a while and you are trying to become more relevant in the online space, or you're trying to figure out why people aren't connecting at the level that you feel you should be connecting with. And I know I work with a lot of senior agents who will, and by senior, I mean they have experience. They've been doing this for 3, 4, 10, sometimes even 15 and 20 years. And they are so talented and they have so much to offer in terms of that booking process. But getting people to connect in a way where they take action and get on your phone, there's a gap there that some people aren't closing. And it's because online can feel overwhelming. It's because online can be stressful. It's because online just their skill set is booking that awesome trip, taking care of their clients. It's not being an online marketer. But a simple step that I want you to think about that can really start to bridge that gap is figuring out who you are and what your brand identity is. What does your brand say to people? In our agency, we call ourselves a luxury travel boutique that doesn't take ourselves too seriously. So the name of my travel agency is Tripsy Travel. You can follow it on Instagram and all the places. If you go follow it, that little mission sentence that I just said, we're a luxury travel boutique that doesn't take ourselves too seriously, that is what you will see when you look at my creatives, when you look at my visuals, when you look at the language that we use, when we send out emails, everything we do. We're luxury, we're boutique, we are very high end as far as the experience, but we also are going to have a ton of fun. We're approachable, we're lovable, we're authentic, and that is weaved together for the story that we are presenting for our clients. Your brand might be completely different. You can't take someone else's brand and just plop it on yours and expect it to be successful, because that might not be. Maybe you're going after uber luxe clients, or maybe you're doing adventure travel or wellness travel, or whatever your mission is, right? But you have to figure that out for your agency. Like that's a big one in terms of bridging that gap, because a lot of the mistakes and what I see a lot in the industry is people trying to appeal to everybody so they appeal to nobody, right? It's better to be niche where that's concerned, to go, I'm going to go after this type of client or that type of client because that resonates with people. Oh, they're like me because, or I resonate with that because. There's a lot of millennial travel agencies that are doing really well because they're talking about social responsibility, and they're talking about, really integrating the story of, being making good decisions with how you travel to how you're impacting the world. So things like, yeah, you're going to pay $38 more, but you're going to save this much in carbon emissions if you go with this flight. Which one do you want? Their audience will pay more because they care about that social responsibility and aspect of their impact to the world, right? So I'm kind of going down a rabbit hole here, but you guys get what I'm saying. Like, who you are, what you want to share with the world. So tying in that authenticity is key. It will bring you the right clients who book and buy from you faster and who will be clients for life. And you also have to determine, if you don't know who your clients are, they don't know either. So you have to get really clear on who's your client avatar, like who are you trying to sell to, and don't make it generic. You want it to be really specific. Like, what is that target person that's going to buy from you again and again? And then do a self-evaluation. Am I resonating with those people right now? Am I resonating? So everything that you do should be an extension of your brand. Every campaign that you do, every email that you send, every video that you do, every, package that you offer, whatever things you have should always be in alignment with that one, like almost sentence like we have for our agency. Like, make sure that that brand identity and that story that you're starting to grow. It doesn't happen overnight. So stop putting pressure on yourself, because a lot of people will get out the sheet of paper and be like, I have to write this out and make decisions now. A lot of this comes, and this is where we coach a lot of our experienced agents, like it comes by way of doing more emails and getting out there and testing marketing and figuring out what feels right and what doesn't. So take the pressure off your shoulders, but you do want to be trending in that direction of telling your company's brand and having a voice for your organization, okay? All right, number 4, automate your marketing functions to reach maximum eyeballs every day. It's literally what I wrote on my notes. Reach those maximum eyeballs. When we were kids, how did they get to us as kids? They were on the Saturday morning cartoons. If it was on Saturday morning cartoons, it was going to make the Christmas list. The kids are going to go to the mom that day and go, I got to have this thing, right? Do you guys remember like that Stretch Armstrong thing where you could like stretch? I just thought that was so cool. He was always... I'd never had one, but my brother had one. I just was like, man, that's the greatest. Saturday morning cartoons. You have to go where your clients are. Guess where your clients are, right? Guys, they're in here. This is where your clients are. You have to get in there too. You have to get in their Facebook, get in their TikTok, get in their Instagram, get in their YouTube, right? You have to get on maximum eyeballs every day. Now, that doesn't mean that literally you're spending all day in front of the camera, right? It just means you have to automate. You have to be smart about your marketing, automate the things that are happening, whether it be target marketing, whether it be videos. You have to be automating that stuff. So think about, are you reaching your audience daily? Are they hearing from you every single day? Are there things happening that are getting you to this place, right? You also want to develop a strong email marketing strategy. That's really key. Once you get leads and you start building your base, what are you doing with them? Right? That behind the scenes stuff, whenever people try to reverse engineer someone else's business, this is why you really can't figure out what people are doing, because it's the Wizard of Oz moment where you're like trying to pull behind the curtain. But what is your behind the curtain when the leads come to you? What is their client journey with you from the minute you get their email to the next thing that happens? So think about evolving that client journey, and that's going to happen through things like sales funnels, lead captures, and different things. Don't get overwhelmed if you haven't heard these terms before. I know a lot of people, like I said at the beginning, I didn't used to be a marketer. I am now, right? Because I learned all this stuff. It took years and years and years, and it's a lot. I get that. But don't be overwhelmed. I wanted to outline these things for you guys today because getting relevant in the online space is so important if you want to grow. It's not just important. Like if you want to survive as a thriving agency, you really have to get automated online and get the eyeballs, right? Get into where you're doing the eyeballs. So if you guys are, wanting to build and implement and really get serious about your strategies and you need help kind of implementing some of these things, I definitely encourage you to check out our Careers on Vacation program. That's my 12-week agent certification program where we will teach you how to get all of the things we've talked about in place. And of course, you get online on your own schedule curriculum that you can do, but more importantly, we're working with you on an individual basis to understand what your needs and vision are for your company. And so you get a private coach and you also get access to my amazing team. This is the same team that got my travel brand to over 7 figures in business, and you get access to them too to help you with all of these strategies. And we are asked to affiliate it. A lot of times we get that question. And of course, I'm so proud to say we're the most reviewed program online. We have over 100 plus, well over 100 now case studies right here on YouTube. So definitely check those out for sure. So if you want to reach out to me and my team, definitely go to careersonvacation.com/ready now. We'd love to talk to you about your personal goals and how we could potentially help you in the future. So guys, I hope this was helpful for you. This was a really fun one to put together because it's really getting into that next level stuff, which I love to talk about. And I will see you next week with more information. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell over on YouTube. And if you want to hang out with me in all the other cool places, don't forget Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. You can find me at Wanderlust CEO, and we're having a ton of fun over in those places as well. So guys, I will see you next week. I wish you so much love, so much abundance. I wish you the world. We'll see you guys later. notes here. If you like that last video, make sure you check out my other content to help you grow and scale your very own travel business. And also, I invite you to travel around the world with me and find out what I'm doing in my portable, profitable, award-winning travel business. Check out the videos.